let's take a look at the Braves and the Brewers, because we both are hopping on the Brewers bandwagon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the whole time they had all this elite pitching staff, their offense was just good enough to get the job done, and they had an elite bullpen. But when I was doing my research today, I got a little bit nervous.
Right.
Things aren't looking too hot in their pitching staff right now, or their offense. Let me break it down for you. Actually, Burns has been the best. He's been one of the best.
Yeah, he's been rock solid.
He's been good. 3.21 ERA, but Woodruff and Peralta have 4+ ERAs, 4.09 and 4.70. Hauser actually, and I was saying this before in an earlier podcast, 1.50 ERA. He's been really good.
Okay.
So those guys have been kind of shaky. But that's their bread and butter. And especially their bullpen, too, has been really good with Josh Hader. But their bullpen in September, 5.86 ERA.
I know about that one.
That is not good. And let me finish this off to give you to digest all this. Their offense in September, 680 OPS and a 216 batting average. 216.
Yeah, that's not very good. The offense definitely isn't looking nice at all. Their opponents are the Braves. Are they doing better or worse than that?
Honestly, they're kind of matchable, honestly. Morton in September, 2.60 ERA.
Very good.
Solid.
Very
he can
good.
go deep into games, too.
Yeah.
7 innings. Max Fried, 1.54 ERA. Ooh. He's been hot.
Wow, man.
He's been hot.
No, Max Fried is a solid guy. I know that he's dealt with injuries and some other stuff. If this guy can just, stay super healthy for, an extended period of time, I could see him being, best pitcher in baseball in a little while.
He was one of the best in 2020. I remember that being for sure. And then the rest of their rotations kind of up in the air, with Ian Anderson, 4.39 ERA, and then I don't even know how to say this guy's name, YNOA. How do you pronounce that? You
you put me on the spot.
I don't know. If you're a Braves fan, let us know. But that guy with the Y, 4.20 ERA, and their bats have just been kind of average. 760 OPS and a 252 batting average.
That is better.
That is better. That is
than
better.
what the Brewers have been putting
Definitely.
up. And I mean, if Woodruff and if Peralta stay at the level that they were at in September, then I would give the slight edge to the Braves here.
Me too.
I don't think that's going to happen, though. I still think I'm still on the Brewers train.
We have to be. We hopped on.
We can't
get off.
No, and I'm not going to get off. I'm not going to get off, dude. No. There's we're riding this until the wheels fall off. If the Jays aren't doing it, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that they will, man. I don't know, something in me, and maybe this is not an analytical thing, but I do believe that this Brewers team, I just have faith in them. I think that they will get it done. I don't know how.
I don't know how, because there's a lot of things that got to change. Those Woodruff and Peralta, that's got to change. Your bullpen, how do you change from a 5.86? You're going up against a bullpen that's 2.90. 2.90 ERA. How do someone's got to step up. Someone's got to be better. You got to get your pitchers, and here's my key to victory, actually. You got to forget about September. You got to go back to your pitching strengths. You got to go deep into games, strike people out, get to Josh Hader, and win ball games. And your offense, and I don't want to have too many key to victories or they're going to get overwhelmed, but your offense has got to be adequate. You just got to be adequate. That's all you got to do. That's how you got here.
Well, here's my thing. You ask, how can you go from a 5.86 ERA to where you were before? Well, how do you go from where you were before to a 5.86 ERA?
You suck.
You suck, but it's also just as easy flipped around. It's in sports, as we know, guys, at any given moment, anything can freaking well happen. I could totally see these guys coming out and blanking the Atlanta Braves.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's 5 games, max.
It's 5 games, and I think I said Brewers in 5. I can't remember 100%.
I think I said Brewers in 4. I think I said Brewers in 4.
But I'm still going to stick with that. I'm going to say Brewers in 5. I do think that they're going to win that first game against Morton. It's going to be a tough one. Fried's going to... it's I still trust Woodruff.
I do.
I still trust Woodruff.
That's going to be a battle. I know. Yeah. I trust Woodruff, too. I'm still going to go Brewers. I'm going to up it to 5. I feel like this is going to be a longer battle than when I thought initially.
Yeah.
And now just looking at the Braves side of things, their key to victory is they need to capitalize on the cold pitching. They need to get into that bullpen. They need to get into that bullpen fast. Yeah. So their offense has got to step up and get the starters out of the game.
Who do you know who the Braves, their best hitters are right now? I guess it's Freeman. It's got to be Austin Riley. He's still really hot right now.
I'm not sure if he's hot. as of September, but like, you know, I assume he was up there in MVP conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what
I mean, he had an exceptional year. We also have Dul Kermis coming in here and saying the straight facts about Rowdy
Tellez,
who, when he got traded to the Brewers, has been batting .272 and an .814 OPS since being traded.
Huge.
And I mean, we traded him a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to see that he is still keeping up with a very competitive level of play, and it wasn't, you know, I get traded, I'm hot for a few weeks, and then I drop off. But I mean, he's been really good for them.
Absolutely. And so Brewers are taking it, guys. We're still sticking with our guns right now.
Absolutely. You know what I also want to say too, though? What the hell happened to Christian Yelich?
Oh, what happened?
Where
is this man?
He a thing?
I don't know.
Why isn't he a thing anymore,
I don't
guys?
know. If you're a Brewers fan, actually let us know, because like I can't explain it because I don't pay attention enough to him.
I know that he was dealing with injuries. I know that he had those last year, but like, this guy was the best player in baseball for 2 years in a row, back-to-back years of like 1.1 OPS.
What happened?
And it just completely fell off the face of the
He
planet.
won MVP. It's like Bellinger, except not as bad as Bellinger.
No. I mean, he's still very. I think he's got like a 720 OPS or something.
He's okay.
You know, it's like I can actually pull him up right now.
But I'm expecting more. You know, I'm expecting way more.
I mean, I would say that it's a down year for Christian Yelich if he has an 800 OPS.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
and
he's got to go back to 900.
Quality of play that we expect from this guy, because when you look at what he's done this year in 399 at-bats, he's got a 736 OPS. So, I mean, it's fine. But look at those two.
Yeah.
Look at 2018 and 2019. Winning MVP in 2018, and then probably should have won it in 2019. Frankly, it was a better year than Cody Bellinger had with a 1.1 OPS. And then since then, it has just been the relative pits for a guy who was up here. You know, like,
how did that happen? I don't understand.
Has to have been injury.
Has to be.
Has to have been injury. You know, but if they could get a guy like him going, then they're laughing. And Cyclone Burn saying Jorge Soler is hitting good for the Braves, and I forgot about him.
Right,
actually.
dude.
I forgot about him,
and that's why I'm so weird about the Braves, because, like, first of all, like, Fried and Morton have to be hot for them to have a chance. They have to be. If they're not making it far. But also, what was weird was they made all those trades for that outfield. They literally got an entirely new outfield. And I'm like, is this gonna work? Like, usually this doesn't work, but like it's working. It worked.
Yeah.
They made it to the playoffs.
Exactly.
So,
you know, I mean, like, respect to them. And then you look at some other teams who were making pretty smart moves, like the Oakland Athletics, I thought, maybe the Toronto Blue Jays, and we're sitting out here looking in.
Yep.
You know, whereas these guys are like, we're just going to go buy all the bats, and we don't care. And now they're there.
If that's all it takes, man, I mean, that division was... I mean, we did do better than them in record-wise.
Right.
Like, I think we won like 3 more games than them, but... that division, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I'm jealous as well, guys.